Basketball history here on NBLC TV, brought to you by Cujo Entertainment. It's the first taste of American competition for the London Lightning, and it's all going down. You know, it's a beautiful sunny day out there, John. Man, oh man, it feels like spring is here.
Yeah.
And that means the NBL of Canada is just starting to heat up. Taylor goes into the center. It's Lightning. It's the Lansing Pharaohs, and it's history right now on NBLC TV. The Chicago native, Tate, gives it to the near side to Taylor, and we didn't necessarily see a whole lot of court time for Taylor, the Mount Vernon, New York native. And, well, Doug Plum, like I said, wanting a better start than he got against the Titans last night, mixes up the starting five a bit. Cameron Forte thought about taking the long two, instead goes and attacks the rack. He does that so well.
He does.
Here's Maurice Jones, a former Windsor Express, St. John's Edge, Sudbury 5, and Moncton Magic. It's safe to say he's had a bit of a Budweiser Gardens taste in his mouth over the last couple of years. The big man spinning around down low. Oh, wow. Man, that was
like
pretty
I said,
beautiful.
We have not seen this team other than Maurice Jones. We're familiar with him, but we really don't know what we're looking at today. But that was a nice power move. Soft touch underneath by Mr. Nix.
Yeah, Rizal Nix almost with the one-handed floater there. And again, for a gentleman that's played a little bit of European ball, is now finding himself back into, you know, the United States, and why not the St. Louis native. It is the skyhook going down for Chris Jones.
That's a Magic Johnson, except about a foot shorter, running skyhook.
Well, you were saying that these Pharaohs jerseys remind you of old school Lakers.
They do actually, yeah.
So Maurice Jones cocking back a corner three, and the Pharaohs have a lead in this game, John. Why is that so important? Well, no, actually, I apologize. They only counted it as a long two. They said his foot was on the line. Tate looking to re-steal a 2-point lead for the Lightning, and they do. Why would the lead be so important for the Pharaohs? Well, they never tasted the lead at all in that game against the Sudbury 5 last night up in Sudbury.
You're still fading away from the basket that time. Hard shot to make.
There might have been a bit of a travel there by Jones, but they say no, he got rid of the rock in time, and this will allow his teammate to drive towards the rack, and Jamarin Jackson, holler at you, boy.
Almost a broken play there, but it turned out just didn't convert the basket.
So once again, the Pharaohs looking to take the lead, and they do on this long three ball. And again, that's going to be their first taste of the lead in Canada in the last week and a half, John.
Well, it's like we said off the top, one of the keys of the game, the coach said, we got 4 smalls and a big. Says we need to shoot. We got parked 4 guys on the outside.
Previous game before the Sudbury 5 contest, the Lansing Pharaohs lost 99-95, and probably because of defense like that.
Wow, that was just a great ball control, ball fake by Jones.
We're all tied up here at 10 each. This one will go. The floater is dropped by Muhammad El-Amin, another Lansing product. Terry Thomas is into the game here, John. Back-to-back double-double performances, including last night's thrilling second-half comeback victory.
Wholesale changes here, yeah.
We'll stop, pop, and lock it. I thought Amir Williams was able to tip it in. He's not. The shot clock resets to 14, and London will set the table back up. The Canadian Jordan Jensen-White gives it to a fellow Canadian and Jermaine Haley, and they get it done. The West Coast connection, a Calgary to Vancouver boy.
Well, I like, because last night he was struggling with his threes, right? So he had a little bit of a look at a three that time, but decided to put his head down and go to the basket, and it paid off for him.
Montreal Little, pretty much the leading point getter for these Lansing Pharaohs, off the bench, that is. As a beautiful fake and kissing it off the window is Muhammad El-Amin.
He is on fire. That was
and then
nice
almost
off the basket.
A steal right underneath. Jamarin Jackson banged up.
Like he's hurt, yeah.
His left hand appears to be a little worse for wear. Corner three for the London Lightning. Bang! Marique Isom out of Texas. Lansing down by 1, but they can get the taste of the lead back here on this possession. 8 seconds remains on the shot clock. 3 ball was contested by Terry Thomas, but Muhammad El-Amin said, nah, I don't care.
What is he? 3 for 3? No, maybe 4 for 4 now, if I'm looking at it. 3 for 3 for sure, so. There you go.
Wow.
Good ball moving. Got his 2 feet under center underneath him. Smooth looking shot.
And,
wow.
But pretty much all of a sudden, it's like the internet has wiped away his memory.
They like to shoot the threes, and
they're getting a fortuitous result.
Wow.
A 2-point lead for the Pharaohs now on the road after that last 3 was nailed.
So, Coach, as he said before the game to us, basically got 4 shooters and a big is the way he usually is set up.
I believe that was James Johnson on the last trifecta. Now Thomas trying to tie this game up. Off the glass, won't go. Williams with the offensive rebound and recycles it down.
Very well.
With wins from Lebanon, the Leprechauns, Jamestown, the Jackals, and these Lansing Pharaohs 99-95 at home. And for London, like they said, this is their first taste. They're going to see what they can do. Trying to make it back-to-back threes. He drills this one over Jordan Jensen White. Why not James Johnson? Another trifecta.
That's it. You got to match them. You got to match that and then beat them on other parts of the court, but you got to match their threes.
I was going to say this is turning into a three-ball contest right now with 3:05 remaining in the first quarter. Another three. Anything you can do, I can do better.
Wow.
So one Canadian's actually going to substitute off right now in Raheem Williams, but staying out there on the inbound is the aforementioned Manny Sahota. He's a forward out of Brampton, Ontario, and he's a product of the Toronto Varsity Blues in youth sports, but he played 1 year for the Cornell Big Red back in 2011.
Big Red, yes.
But he only got into 14 games and starting in one as Jones nails a three ball and gives the Lightning a 2-point lead with less than 2 to go here. That was Muhammad El Amin with the defensive board, pulling up with a long three. You must put one in front of the number. Long distance charges may apply.
That was Lance Adams, leading scorer from the other night, but
tied up at 29 each here, John, in the opening quarter of play on your Sunday matinee. Tate fakes the three, the drive-by, Sahota, another three ball. This one goes!
That time he had his feet solidly square underneath him, and he wasn't moving, drifting left to right.
Lansing down by 3, should get the final shot of this quarter if they manage it well enough. Once again, it's Maurice Benson dialing it up, it won't go. Rebounds there, one last chance, it won't go, and the clock expires as Lance Adams had one more chance to get a bucket for Lansing in the quarter. Both teams shooting identical, 11 of 22, 50% from the field. London shooting a little better though from, well, I should say the charity stripe. They're 100% compared to 50% from the Pharaohs, but it's the three ball, 6 of 9 for the Pharaohs, 5 of 11 for the Lightning. We saw 23 balls attempted between these two teams in just 1 quarter of play.
Yeah, so they have to match the three-point attempts and makes from Lansing.
Jones trying to play tough defense, but even better offense is Muhammad El Amin.
Wow, my goodness, he is just a player. He is just a scorer. He knows how to find a way to get that ball to the net.
Mucho picante to start this game off in the Forest City, leading everybody on the court with 12 points. Cameron Forte, a bit of a quiet start. He's rejected by Nix. The other way, it's the Pharaohs with numbers. They're going to decide to take a three, and they nail it down. Lance Adams, the trifecta. Once again, it's the first time in basketball history that the London Lightning have tasted an American competition here at home. Jones, I love when a guy does that. It's almost like he freezes time, stays in the air, and then just releases the shot.
Lots of hang time there. Oh, Forte, a great position underneath.
Battling it with 2, make that 3 Pharaohs, and he says, you know what, bring a whole pyramid at me, I don't care.
Pyramid. But anyway, that was good foot movement, good ball control there as well.
What a basketball game on your Sunday afternoon.
This is great, yes, absolutely.
Jones splits 2 defenders, feeds Nix, and spins around to the rack. Nice lay-in.
Once he's down that deep, there's not much you can do.
Jones to Forte, won't go. The first one, the second one will.
That's a Moses Malone move. You know that one?
No.
You don't know that one? You get the nice pass close to the basket, you miss the puppy, you get the rebound.
So you get a rebound and you get points.
Yeah,
okay.
And then if you get fouled, you get the 3-point play.
Here comes Maurice Benson, puts on the brakes in Lightning territory, jacks up a 3, it won't go. I don't necessarily agree with the decision making there, John. How about you?
That's their style of play. If you got an open look, take it. He's got a lot of confidence in his shooters.
Haley, beautiful pass in the corner for Terry Thomas. Splash.
In rhythm, got his feet set. Good thing it was a bullet pass. Anything less than that, I wouldn't have got there in time.
Where in NBL Canada, tell me if you're going to do a better job than Cujo Entertainment. The angles, the cameras, the replays, you're not. As it goes off the glass and kissing this one in is Marlon Taylor, one of the starting 5 for Doug Plum here this afternoon. Man, oh man, I mean, that seemed pretty blatant, and yet the officials dismissed it.
Sometimes the big guys don't get all the calls, right? Because they're so big.
3 ball again. This one will be drilled by Mr. Thomas.
I'm calling him the gunslinger.
This
we
pass.
saw that at least a half a dozen times last night, right? Yeah. Here's the pass that he's set. Gets his feet square underneath him and up and over.
And set up by another pass by another Canadian and Jordan Jensen-White. So we get another Canadian on the court right now, and Raheem Williams, he's back out there. Thomas couldn't handle it right away. Now the Pharaohs wanted a call from the officials, and everybody's upset on the Pharaohs bench right now.
It wasn't a travel. He never had possession of the ball.
That was James Johnson on that last attempt. Down low, getting it down is Amir Williams, the Detroit, Michigan native. That's a kind of a funny thing. You got a Detroit native scoring against Lansing. It's pretty much like a basketball throwaway. And we saw the commissioner pregame against the Titans last night as we get another Williams basket right underneath the hoop.
He beat everybody down the floor again, the big, right? As soon as the ball was turned over here, he raced down to that spot. Just watch him off the ball next time.
And you know, the commissioner was here last night presenting that 10th anniversary jersey to the London Lightning and Mark Frisia. And then we also saw, too, that he's here today. And we were talking with staff earlier. He said he met with National Basketball League of Canada staffers up until midnight last night.
That's what we heard, yeah.
As the European sidestep toilet bowls down for Marlon Taylor. And as it stands, it's the largest lead of the game for the Lightning, 16 points with 2:20 remaining in the first half.
You know that. You can't get beat down the floor. Got a challenge. Don't give any extra points. Careless points off of turnovers. And then start making sure you're shooting good shots. Good selection of shots. You got a good shooting team. Set up your teammates so he's got a good open look.
Raheem Williams gets it down low to Amir Williams. The Williams connection, and it goes before the shot clock expires.
Nick's had his hand on it, but he still powered through it to put it in at the buzzer. Williams shown lots of fortitude in there and lots of ball skill.
Maurice Jones between three, Lightning kicks it out. 3-ball, rattles around and goes down.
A little dribble penetration, kick it out to the side.
Cameron Forte, quiet day so far points-wise. He just has 8, but that's now his 7th rebound, once again putting him in the double-double conversation. That looked like it was forced off the glass, but it worked out anyway for Jermaine Haley.
Forte just waited for the mismatch, the big on the little.
And now talking about the big man, it's beautifully assisted by Jones.
The little guy, right?
And then gives it to the big man to finish it off. That was a fastball at him, not the curveball. 25 seconds left. There's about a 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Senior jacks up the 3 over Sahota, but can't get it to go. And with the shot clock turned off, London can have the final shot of the opening frame. Instead, they try to get tricky with it. And it's Haley missing the alley-oop attempt the other way, going Lansing. Bang! They get it to go down, and that's a 3-pointer to end up the half. Sahota from distance can't get it to go, and you're pointing to Amir Williams. Looked banged up at the end of that play.
Doug Plum on that alley-oop, got off the bench, stomped his feet, and walked directly down the tunnel. Did not even watch the final play. He was that unhappy with that alley-oop because it's a dumb play.
He's got 6 points in the game. He's 3 of 6 from the field, but he's had lots of opportunities. He's been kind of hack-a-shacked offense in the bottom of the paint. 3-ball won't go for the Lansing Pharaohs, and coming away with it is Amir Williams. That's the 5th rebound of the game for Williams. This one will rattle around and go down.
Scorer's touch, a gunslinger puts it down.
Now 4 of 7 from downtown, 14 points in the game for Terry Thomas.
Yeah, to me, he's going to be the difference guy on most nights, I would think.
Jones kisses it off the glass. It won't go. And as I mentioned, he had 50 points in this game. Haley the other way, goes to the right hand and reverses it off the window.
Good protection of the ball there.
And remember, Lightning fans, London will be right back in action as another nylon twister from Terry Thomas. Wow.
Yes, sir.
And Doug Plum's going to want to see more of that on Wednesday night. That's when the Lightning are back in action. It'll be against the KW Titans, a team that, I don't know, they just recently beat less than 24 hours ago, 104-90 here at the Bud. If London wins here today, they'll go to 2-0, and they'll look to make it 3-0 Wednesday here at home. Why is that so important? Well, they were 12-0 at Budweiser Gardens last year. A retaliatory 3 from Muhammad El Amin.
So you don't have time to get your feet set.
And that was forced by Terry Thomas. Marique Isom, easy 2. There's a steal. Terry Thomas, he's done that so well the last 24 hours plus for the Lightning. Cross-court pass, though, is disrupted by Jones.
He is quick.
Maraudered away by the senior, and he's going to drop this one back. Excellent passing. It leads for a wide wing 3.
That's
Splash.
the looks that they want to find, right? That extra pass.
Less than 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. it's Jones. And let's face it, this guy had 40 minutes of court time, and he's pretty much getting close to that today, but he's getting a little tired. This seemed like an air ball. The Canadian, Jordan Jensen-White out of Calgary, Alberta, finding another Canadian in Haley. Lots of Canadian content out there right now, including Luke Field, but he can't get this one to go. The Canadian gets his own rebound, though. 3 Canucks on the court right now for Doug Plum's crew. Cameron Forte, a Phoenix, Arizona native, kicks it out, though, to the Detroit native. And Amir Williams, the Americans, team up to get the points done. Abanango Lou Fields out rebounded here by Montreal Little, and the Louisville native pushes the pace back up the other way.
Oh, my.
Lance Adams,
How many?
splash.
When he is set, he can shoot from anywhere.
He's
deep.
6 of 7 from downtown.
He
in
has
this
made
game.
at least 3 from that distance.
Currently in the game, the rebound department, it's 23-36 in favor of the London
Plus
Lightning.
13 now, as they were plus 10. Here's Nix, reaching foul, no foul call.
Wow.
Said he was on the ball, I don't know. Usually that gets called.
Jalen Tate passes by Nix and lays this one in.
And Lick's got no help back on defense, nobody covering the lane for him.
Jalen Tate, 8 games in the G League between the Santa Cruz Warriors and the South Bay Lakers. 3 ball dialed up far wing, bullseye.
He had his feet set, his hands ready, and up he went.
The 6-foot Jones collides with the 6'11" Nix, and well, play continues here with 2:36 remaining in the third
Taking him
quarter.
down in the post, my goodness, who would have thought?
Can't
Jones
get it to
doing
go,
that.
and it's Nix of all people pulling away with the defensive rebound. So the Pharaohs, once again, just trying to nibble into this lead by the Lightning. Instead, they give it away. Numbers the other way. Jordan Jensen-White, 2-hand cram. That one might make the NBLC cuts.
So I love Terry Thomas, but he didn't turn his body and box the shooter out. The ball bounced right back to the shooter. Like, why are you watching the ball go up to the rim? Like, keep working on your defensive duties. I'm sure that's what Doug Plum might even be saying to him.
Marique Isom directs traffic now. Dribbles it down low to Jones. Chris
Going
Jones.
in the post again, Jones, the little guy.
Back
oh,
to
nice
Isom.
sweet pass.
A nice little apple by Jones, and Isom caps it off. You see the fellow Canadian and Haley ready to check into this game. Really shocked there was no timeout called by the London bench. So Jordan Jensen-White still trying to, walk this one out. Why not? Takes the 3 and gets it to go.
And he hops down the court on a sore foot.
He was playing
He wasn't
possum,
congested,
John.
which was good, so he was wide open. All these players are so good when they're wide open.
1 second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. If you're the Lightning and you're smart with a 20-point lead, you're going to take the final shot of this quarter of play.
Make it a good shot.
Oh, no, you're going
That's
to do
what
a
you want.
random alley-oop, aren't you, though, John?
No, I would have really been upset, I tell you.
Tate loses it. Nice save by the Pharaohs, and they're going to get one last shot. It's up, and it's good!
Oh, they can shoot.
At
Oh,
the
boy.
buzzer, Lance Adams drills it, and it's down to, well, they're going to say that was a long
That was a 2.
ball.
He just stepped inside, yeah.
Okay,
But that,
so
boy, he's got a shooter's touch, is right. That's terrific play at the end. They really need to pick up their defense, though, the Phoenix.
Terry Thomas right on the line, still is able to keep it into his team's favor. Nice cut by Haley, a decent dish by Williams, and more points on the board for the Lightning. Isom to the Canadian who's played 3-on-3 ball, and Jensen-White.
So Jensen's back out, which is good to see.
Williams,
he was hurt.
uncontested 3, and
Oh,
that
his
got the
teammates
Lightning bench
His
jacked up.
teammates are cheering him on. I get the impression he doesn't take or shoot many of them or make many of them.
Yeah, almost playing a point guard position right now in this game.
Absolutely.
The BC native
That's, for this group, I think that's what he needs to do.
goes to Lufiel. Lufiel out of Burlington, Ontario, goes off the window, and 1 for Lufiel, who's Lufieling it right now. 8:10 now remains on your Sunday matinee action. Some basketball history from Budweiser Gardens. 3 ball dialed up,
Wow.
drilling it down as
Man,
Lance
that
Adams.
guy can shoot, and he can shoot from anywhere.
By the way, Maurice Benson, Chris Littlejohn, and Nana Kondom Asinio also have no points in this game from the Lansing side of things. Jordan Jensen-White leaves it there, and Raheem Williams, there it is, folks. Every single Lightning product on the court here today has registered points. Jordan Jensen-White drives to the hole, switches hands, and gets this one to go down.
That I could see the 3-on-3
How that
mentality
works.
there. Did you see how that worked?
Yeah, exactly.
I could just see it. Oh my goodness.
Long distance charges applied to this Lance Adams
No
three
kidding.
ball.
By now, pick them up at half court. Like, what are you letting them roam
8
around
of
for?
11
in the
from
front of the court?
downtown.
Oh my goodness. Just terrific defense from the Lightning.
Large in part to the Lansing Pharaohs just shooting 15 of 38 from downtown. That's 39.5%, John. I remember you said 35% is your benchmark.
Yeah, exactly.
This is another bullseye sent in from Maurice Benson. His first bucket of the game took till 3:50 remaining in the contest.
Well,
London shooting 48% right now compared to 36.2% from Lansing. So Hoda can't get this bucket to go. And he's struggled as of late from downtown, considering he did make one of his first 3 balls in this game. He's now 1 of 6 in this contest.
Oh my goodness. He shot that from the BUD that time, Lance Adams.
Turning it around and getting this one to go down.
Bit of a letdown here in intensity for the London Lightning. They sure do. They got to be quick, too. Oh, that was a dangerous pass. Good thing that was a bullet pass.
I was going to say, good thing it was quick.
Oh, otherwise that's a layup, right? That is a no-no pass.
From 3 points, but finally makes a 2-pointer on that last occasion.
Down to a 15-point game.
He
Ball
strips
stolen.
this ball away. And back the other way comes Maurice Benson after the steal. Gets the 3 to go. Talk about defense to offense.
We saw that early in the game.
Jones.
Yeah, you have to do some matching here with some buckets.
Using a Lufiel screen.
Well, he's using time, shot clock as well.
Open wing 3, won't get it to go.
Offensive
Lufiel on the
boards,
rebound.
That's huge. Yeah.
Now Forte going to work into the paint, gets this
There,
one to go.
That's his comfort zone right there.
Cameron Forte, 10 points, but still 2 rebounds shy of another double-double on this season. He's got 2 so far and counting this year. The floater won't go. They battle for it, and somehow pulling away with the rock is Nanakunda Masinyu. Lance Adams to his teammate. Long 3, Maurice Benson, the Indiana Tech
You are never
product.
out of it when you can shoot threes from that far away. My goodness.
Back-to-back threes from
11-point
Maurice
lead
Benson.
here.
85 seconds left in this game, John, but he's given his team life, only down by 11. This isn't impossible at this point.
No, heck no, never impossible.
Well, I mean, mathematically it was looking at some point that it was going to be, but the Pharaohs have crawled into this. Forte kicks it out for Jones. Near side for Raheem Williams.
What a
And that
terrific
might be the nail in the coffin.
pass. What a terrific extra pass. Did you see that from Jones? Little ball fake up. Everybody thought he was going to shoot it, and then quick out to the guy. There's a no-no pass. again.
Raheem
Oh, my
Williams
goodness.
with the cram.
That's the ball game. That's the ball game.
Look on the replay here, partner. Oh, we're actually going to take a look back on the Canadian Raheem Williams, the Brampton native. Go up and get it. 10 seconds left in this game. Long 3. This one won't go.
That's the ball
Jones is going to collect this one. And what do you know? After beating the Kitchener-Waterloo Titans 104-90 last night here at Budweiser Gardens, the London Lightning win 104-90 over the Lansing Pharaohs.